Hey guys, this is Asher from Asher's Wonky Pottery. It's been a while since I did a video, so I'm gonna start we're gonna do a video, and I might turn this into a playlist about how to find clay. This is about how to find clay. I might do a few playlists about this. So just been a while since I did a video, so I think it might be fun to start us out where all the potters start, which is where you find clay, and it's pretty simple to find. Okay, clay. Clay is a type of soil that has certain properties. When it dries, it's hard, and when it's wet, it's smooth and not gritty, and it's plastic, which means you can bend it without it cracking. That's what a really good clay should have. So if you're going to the store, you probably drive over, or you probably pass by, or even drive over clay to buy clay. So what's the point of going to buy clay when you can get clay for free? And you can also have a really fun adventure. So we're going to do it. I'm going to show you a small, really nice clay source I like. I got my first clay from here, so I'll see you there. Alright, we're here. I do have a little bit of sun, so it's pretty bad. That's just mountains behind me. So I'm going to show you the real source. This is just a little mount. And so as you can see, it's pretty crackly. I have a horrible camera. See how it's just crackly? And it holds together. If this was sand, it wouldn't hold like that. So the clay gives it properties. But this is not really pure. It has plenty of rocks in it. So my next video is going to be processing. Like over here, I have some rock. So we want only the nice pure stuff. I'm going to put it in this 5-gallon bucket I have. I'm not getting a full 5-gallon. I'm making this for a specific build, which is a surprise. It's from the Ancient Potters Club. So if you are on the Ancient Potters Club, it's for the April project, which is pretty interesting, and I just need to catch up with the club. So I'm gonna grab some clay really quick. I did not bring a shovel, so I'm just using my hands. Not really convenient, especially when there's stickers. Stickers. Plenty of these, because I have a bush. Here's a bush. Alright, so I'm gonna collect this. I'm not gonna show it on camera because you want to see me collecting a bunch of clay. Okay, so I collected my clay, and as you can see, I didn't get too much. Probably about a gallon and a half or something. So when I said the Ancient Potters Club, you might not know what I mean. I'm talking about Andy Board's Ancient Potters Club. So they meet every Wednesday night from like 5 to 6. And I would join. It is kind of pricey. I remember like $18 a month or something, and $118 a year. So I mean, it's not free. So they get together and everybody talks, and you can get help from people, and it's really fun because they make because everybody will make a pot together, and it's pretty interesting. So the April project is a secret until you can see what I'm making. I'll tell you in the video that I'm making. So I'm just telling you what it was, and after that I'm going to tell you how to find clay. Let's start. So clay, it's really simple. So here's some clay. You just want to look for that crackled texture. I mean, if you're using crackled texture at the bottom of like ponds or little puddles, that's clay. But you might not find it in big quantities. Here is I'm pretty sure it's calcium carbonate, which you want to avoid. I don't have enough time to explain, but Andy Ward has an entire video. It's called, and potters usually call this caliche. I mean, you can use it sometimes, like the Holocom. They use that buff clay. They didn't slip it. They just used caliche. So that's pretty interesting. Here's some crackles. Here's the crackle stuff. This has some organic stuff. Weeds. This is a pretty good. And it's so close to there. I don't know if it's 100% safe. I don't know if any of my clay is safe. That's some really nice clay. Just look at that. Just a really nice clay here. There's some rocks and there's a fair amount of organic material. But it is it's still a pretty good clay. This is just a puddle. And there's some calcium. I don't know if you can see. Let me zoom in. Pretty light. So, this is a huge puddle. And I think if it does this sort of thing, it kind of bends up, that might mean more clay because clay likes to do funny stuff like that. If it's not in a specific shape. So one way to identify clay is just look for a crackled texture, and that should mean it's pretty interesting clay. This does have organic matter because we have weeds everywhere. Clay can also be found in good hard chunks and in hard chunks. I don't have any of that because that would mean it's super pure, and I don't have any super pure stuff around here. This is not the purest, so it's just a bunch of clay everywhere. If it has a crackle texture, that means it's pretty good clay. Oh, here's a interesting example. You see how it's hard? Like a tire track. If it stays there for a while, that means you got pretty good clay. And also there's some crackles. So you see how it held up? That means there's a pretty good amount of clay in there. Because if it was sand, it would dissolve. But since it's clay, it won't dissolve. So that's what's good about making it out of clay, because it holds up. Here's some tire tracks. But it's mostly gravel, so that's not the best. So let's see. So if you're just going along a road and there's good tire tracks and they hold up, that means that you got a pretty decent clay there. I mean, you can get clay just about anywhere. Like here, this is just a dirt pile. And it's not super pure, but if you really want clay, you can just use something. You can order a big truck of dirt, but you are gonna have to process it. I don't do that. I don't think it's worth it though. So just look for tire tracks. I don't know if you can really notice here, but there's a small indentation. That means there's a fair amount of decent clay. There's clays everywhere. Andy has better videos than me because he's been doing this for a long time, and also he can drive around when I'm just stuck at a house. So I think I might have to end it. The video. So hopefully you can find some really good clay, and then you can make it to the next stage, which is processing. If you don't have a pure clay, then you want to wet process it or levigate. If you have a really pure clay and you don't care about, let's say, the grit, then you would want to go and do dry process, which is grinding it up in either like a metate or a corn grinder, a Mexican corn grinder. Andy Ward has videos on that too, so go check out him, because he has much better videos than me. So I'll see you in the next section.